More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kidd Brewer Stadium, the Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cowboys will kick it away to start us off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it all right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He can't get him to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got him first. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
325.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miles. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, App State. He ran through tackle like water through a sieve.
And step number 1 when you want a great running back, someone who runs angry and continues to break tackle after tackle. This guy was unbelievable on that rush.
I don't know, David, if this defense was ready for this guy. They got to do a better job as the game goes on, getting more hats to the football, because it's obvious now it's not going to be just one guy who brings him down. They've got to get extra hats to the football to stop this rushing attack.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten to Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10, is going to make a statement today.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Smashes through. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm there.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And jumps on it, they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored on turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up second down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Check out. Acorn.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Got it.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39.
Fire.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he delivers a blow, and he's still running. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly and got the big play.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, App State 14, Wyoming 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. 3rd down coming.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Dan, what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You've got to get quarterback hits.
On second down, he'll fire. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Running it back, it's McDaniel. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now, 2nd and 10 from the 40. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
Come on, set.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs that.
Picked off. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, App State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in San Marcos. They'll enjoy this one all week. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Line 22. Easy.
He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner is stopped. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this...
And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football, but these guys are like wide receivers now. You see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them to make big plays for them.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He wants to throw it again. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He finds his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They got the lead touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on... comes away with the INT.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Looking downfield, it's Abraham. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
He'll just keep slinging it. He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
This offense has a second down play.
Fire!
Looking downfield, it's Abraham. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. The give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, App State.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field to score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not injured in hair. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss.
Going up top on first down. Going over the top.
Any big development.
And that pass intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
He has shown you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out in space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time in the cover 2 look, doing a great job with his eyes. He also shows you off the ball skills, making that play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out, there he goes. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Let's go.
Off play action on first down. Fires into the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Ready up.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first one. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Abraham. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. He gave up the completion. Whoop.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Quarterback checking off. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to get to it. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Appalachian State! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
0.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quick release on the RPO. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw, it's Abraham. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going up top. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, and I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Makes the catch. Touchdown, App State. And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working that left side now. Stopped after making the catch. The Cowboys in the hurry up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Motion from the offense. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Makes a grab enough for the 1st.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
At the 19. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Tosses it incomplete. They'll spread the defense out going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
The Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Wyoming.
Dropping back, it's Abraham. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Wyoming! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
With the grab.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field.
42 spike.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. They commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Quarterback checking the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing it each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
3rd down coming.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads to the right. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now, we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably wants to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards. If that's
got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. Learn a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air, it's Abraham. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry up.
3rd down coming.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have got things going here, about to move to 4-1.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyway. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up by 18 over Wyoming. here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see it here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Smashes ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Beat up their pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that